All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of the King's Cup 2022. You've certainly got two guys that are in form in the finals. These guys have played some pretty impressive pool, especially Alec. He's had a very tough draw. So it looks like Alex won the lag. It's just a bit of info on how the guides have gone today. So in the 16, Alec beat Jason Tanaskovic 8-3, and Justin Sayich 9-2. Just watched him beat Steve Woods. He was trailing by a lot in that match. Might have been 6-2 or 6-3, and he's ended up winning 10-9. Jimmy Della, on the other hand, had a pretty epic battle against Matt Harmon. He won that 8-7 in the 16. Then he's beat Patrick Hood in the quarters, 9-4. And then Travis Crawley, 10-3. So both of these guys have had some pretty different paths to the grand final. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys go. It's pretty unlucky. If I had to make a score prediction, I'd probably say Alec, just based on his quarterfinal and semi-finals matches. So maybe 11-8. We'll see what happens. I mean, James has been improving every single match he's played. Alex had a very tough draw. Beat Dave Ewing in the 16 as well. So he's had to earn his stripes, and he certainly deserves to be in the final. So something also interesting, these guys have just had dinner. So it might be trivial, but you can tend to, your body can be thinking about digesting your food rather than playing. So I'll be curious to see how the first few frames go of this and see which player settles first. I think James might be able to hit the leftmost red here and yellow and pop the red. That might be all he's got. It's a good shot. He's decided to remove these two balls up here first before trying to deal with the bottom left side. think all he'll be doing here is just trying to cause some chaos. They're just smothering some balls, but Alec's got might be able to sneak this red in the middle. He's pretty much got a free shot at it. So James will try to dislodge the bottom red here and the bottom left. If he can see the leftmost of those three yellows, the one closest to the side rail, he's probably going to play that one. Might even open up the pocket here. So a couple of yips early on. Alec's got the first real chance of this. He may just elect to... I think what he can do is pot the red in the left middle and bounce off a side rail. Good shot from Alec. We'll just roll the counter then. White will go to the yellow. It's well played. All right. Joining commentary by Patrick Hood.
Hey Roth, how you going?
Good, mate. Got an interesting situation. Both players have had a couple of chances to get some control, and Alec's come out on top.
Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty sort of straightforward. Now that he's out, corner, middle, that's what I would think. But is it straightforward into the middle, do you think, or will you look at running it down now?
I think you want to get the right on. Well, if you can get the white on the right side rail, anywhere near that chalk stain might work. It's a good shot. He's tapping the table because he doesn't want to be straight. It looks okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty fine to me. Look, even if you dropped it in and left the white where it was, you'd back him to make the black from there, but you want to try and get on it nice so that there's no pressure.
Yeah.
He's not queuing over the brass on the jaw there, or on the pocket, I should say, so should be sweet.
He gets it. The first real chance. And it's really important for Alec to win the first couple, mainly because James is a massive front runner.
He's a good free roller, yeah, definitely. As I found out today, actually, he beat me.
Oh, he got you, did he?
On today, yeah. Give me a bit of a stitch up. So yeah, he very much so. Once it got sort of close to the finish line and he was out in front, his break was unbelievable. And just 2 or 3 times in a row there, it looked like after the break they just were sort of tap-ins. And look, he's still got to make them, but they were, for a man of his quality, they were quite easy. And yeah, he managed to get me quite convincingly.
Yeah. All right. Time to see his break. Cueing from his ear. He's hit them really well. Yeah, instant yellow call from from James.
He actually did it. He actually did that quite a couple of times against me. I swear he nominated before the ball had even stopped rolling. that
Is that legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do with the 3 reds near the left middle, but if the one at the top of the pack goes, then he can run into the other cluster, but it's difficult to tell at the moment. So you made the 16?
Yeah.
The 8. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You played Michael.
Yeah.
Michael
Massaro in the 16, yep. and then Della in the 8. So
yeah. Nice.
9-4 I lost.
Yeah. So. It's pretty respectful. Like,
yeah.
Wasn't a whitewash.
4-3. I felt like I was in the game, and then like I said, he run quite a few in a row, and
he does what Jimmy Della does best.
Yeah.
Oof. I think he's on this yellow near the black. He's going to have to decide how hard he hits this. So yellow's going to be travelling towards the bottom cushion. I think he'd be okay.
Which one do you think you'll play, Ross? The one...
The one near the black. Oh, he's playing in the... He's
the one in the middle first?
If he's not hampered, then definitely this one, so it looks like he's all right.
So he's going to cut it in the middle and go into the yellow, okay. It's not too bad, actually, because he hasn't pushed the yellow so that it's right on the rail, so it's still...
Yeah.
There's still a bit of work to get back for the black.
Yeah.
Looks like the biggest trouble, I suppose, navigating the traffic, the reds, and first to get on the last ball, and then obviously getting up for the black.
Yeah, but the way he's played that ball, it's a bit of a confidence booster for him to know where the white's going.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Mike. I think he wants to run into the black after this shot.
And open it up now.
Yeah, he would have liked to have been slightly higher up, but should be okay.
It's a bit stiff. He's still not not in that on in that corner. But what do you think he does here, Ross? Will he go off the top rail with a bit of side? Do you think?
Depends if he can just drop it in and be kind of near the middle pocket. If he can get onto the red the yellow that way, otherwise I see him hitting it with bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right. It doesn't look like he can just drop it in and be on it from where I'm sitting. But
yeah, he'd like to be where that red is, just above the bulk line.
Oh, definitely didn't want to hit the draw there, I don't think.
Yeah, he'll be unhappy with that. So we might just have to cross bank it and hope it goes in.
Decent.
Crowd's getting boisterous.
Bit rowdy, aren't they? Yeah. Decent sort of crowd watching the final.
Yeah, it's good.
Sort of.
Yeah, shot. Gordon might have played that softer, but I mean,
he's got a bit stiff that he was. Like I said before, that black's not in the corner, but it looks like he might be able to play to the other corner.
Maybe.
Potentially. I mean, I know it's a fine cut, but can he see that side of the black?
Maybe. I mean, might be able to sneak off of it and put the white in the bottom rail.
And I feel like, unfortunately, that's not going to be good enough, I don't think, You've got to it just seemed like he almost didn't commit to
Yeah.
the shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, lovely. I was going to say, providing Alec can make that first one and keep relative control with the cue ball, you can't see him really making a mistake from you, can you? You know?
Yeah. He's basically chosen the simplest shot he could. He could have taken the ball in the middle of a table, but this one at least kind of probably more guaranteed himself to continue.
Correct, yeah.
Well, like just probably pots his balls in order of from top to bottom, as you see.
And just while he makes this out, Roth, I notice, you know, obviously with the pool calendar and whatnot, it's quite busy. You don't sort of get to too many tournaments, from what I understand these days. But always obviously find time to make it here.
Yeah.
You know, you've won this tournament, is that right?
I have.
Yeah, you've won this tournament before, and obviously holds a spot close to your heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously you've still managed to make it up. Why this one compared to, say, some of the others, you know?
I mean, during long weekend, the race links are really good.
Yeah.
This tournament is good people, honestly.
Yep.
At the end of the day, tables are great. The food's great. Sort of German club.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Matt and Kathy have put me up for accommodation, so that's also been pretty darn awesome. So,
Yeah.
But I'd always make an effort to come to this tournament.
Yep.
I have an absolute blast at this one.
Yeah, this is my first time here, and I can definitely say I'll be back. It's been
Nice.
It's been great. Like you say, the long races, you feel like you're going into it with a bit more control than, say, a Geelong or Berry. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong, I love those sort of tournaments as well, and especially for me, maybe that sits just below the elite level. Those ones with the shorter races maybe give you more of a chance to win at that level. But you know, the long races really, you know, the best player will most likely win on the day, and it's been superbly ran. You know, not just saying that because Matt's sitting a foot away from me, but you know, it's really well ran. It uses the long weekend, so the extra day allows for those long races and whatnot, and you know, from the money matches on the Friday night to, you know, the final now, which has still got, you know, quite a few spectators, and you know, it's really been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. A race links is a big draw card for the great players. But they'll eventually come to Canberra. Like we had 155 runners, I think.
Fantastic numbers.
Yeah.
And I think like a big shout out to the locals that play as well, you know, because these tournaments, you know, they wouldn't survive with just the elite interstaters, I suppose you'd call them, coming. You really need the support of the locals, like Geelong has, like Berry has, you know. So, you know, big shout out to get so many, you know, Canberra folk coming and playing. It's a testament to those guys.
Absolutely, and these guys also like advertising the little people as well. Great shot by James to open up.
It was a cracker, yeah.
He's got a chance to go game here now.
Yep.
You can see some of the sponsors on your screen. So one of the major sponsors, ACT Optical, Harmony German Club, obviously. Got Mongrels on QQ Sport Accessories and Service, Unique Electrical and Data, and Plugs.com.au. Just everything about this trip. All these guys, including the organisers here, take a lot of effort in making sure the detail is looked after at this tournament.
I think
Shot.
It was a lovely shot. It looks. There's maybe one tricky. The yellow closest to the top of the table, potentially, you may have to get on it to the left corner. But just to I suppose, emphasise the way the tournaments ran, Roth, I thought I was a bit surprised, but I couldn't believe after Matt himself played in the last 16, he lost a Della 8-7 in a cracking match. I looked up crazy. 5 minutes later and he was brushing and ironing the tables for the last 8 guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's that shows some real dedication.
Absolutely. So just something about this out. I may have left that yellow till last that he just potted, because he was much closer to this yellow that he's about to pocket, and he would have had a much easier position onto the next yellow, which is going to be the one at the top of these 3.
If he screwed back here and got almost in a straight line with the yellow, could he play it off the red so that it opened the pocket for the other yellow?
Possibly.
Oh no, he's going to come down for this other one now.
That's clever. This is why he's there and we're here.
He's still going to have a little bit of a tricky transition from, to get on that yellow that he's maybe closest to now.
Yeah. Does a leg kick. And doesn't land on anything. Doesn't really have much. If you can see the bottom yellow, you might be able to cross double it and cause confusion, but not even sure if this yellow is close to his on. Does he sneak this in the middle and come off the right jaw?
I didn't even realise it was on in the middle, to be honest.
No, he just pots it and goes off 12 rails.
He's not going to be on it, unfortunately.
Almost. He might be on the cross double. Decent attempt. Alec's got a free shot at the one down the rail now. And he'll immediately be on one of the reds in the middle.
You think he'll? Oh, he looks like he's going to try and clean up the other end of the table first.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a need to.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Ross. I think the one down the rail is.
I mean, even regardless of the miss, like, Alec's going to pot those 2 balls, and then all of his reds are down the end.
Yes.
And if there's any hiccup that happens and he snookers James comes off the rail, James would have had a decent chance to leave Alec very little.
Yep.
But as it turns out, this is a big let-off. I think the players are still digesting their food.
Hit it a bit hard there. You would have spent a lot of time with James over the years, Roth. Does he make this back or not?
I think he just smacks it in.
2-0 down, it's a big shot. And he's missed it.
No.
He just hasn't really settled yet, has he? Do you know what I mean?
Not yet, no.
It hasn't looked easy at all at any stage for him. And like we were talking about before, he plays his best when it is easy, and it's flowing for him, you know. So
Yeah. And he's playing an opponent who's very intelligent. Like, Alec's not going to give James too many chances. He won't go for crazy outs. Well, Alec would like to get rid of the one to the top left corner pretty early. It looks easy, but he'd rather not have it there. It's a good shot. Just float over.
oh, just a lemon squash.
Oh, that's perfect. So I like these shots where you can kind of, you smash stun them a little bit and you kind of get the white to go towards the middle of the table.
Yep.
Everyone else who I seem to talk to likes smoothing these balls in. That's what Alec's done. He kind of smoothed it in, whereas I just like smash it.
Yeah, I think I'd probably play sort of similar to the way he did.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, a lot of it's what you feel comfortable with, you know.
Yeah. Shot.
Nicely hit.
Does he layer up here, go off two, or screw back?
I think
Oh, he
go
layers
up
up.
too, yeah. Lovely.
If you can call that a layer up.
Yeah.
The Yanks use the term letting your strike out. You can't really do that on these tables to any great extent, but those sorts of shots allow you to get on the groove a bit.
So Alex takes a 3-0 lead, and it'll be interesting. Like we have said, James does play his best pull when he's out in front and flowing. So, you know, he'll need to start mounting a comeback because he can't let Alec get too far ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the start that Alec needs to win this match, I feel, because James can so easily rattle off 4 frames in like 12, 15 minutes.
Try break from James
Nothing.
there.
Not much on by the looks of it. Alec's got a couple of reds he can go for. He's got a long yellow.
I think if reds look like the ball for me, especially with this one down here, but it is a interesting opener.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to take the ball, you know, the long plant. So if you can play the short plant into the middle, potentially.
I didn't even think this was on.
Maybe he's playing the yellow. Yeah.
Or just play that.
Yep. That's a good shot.
That's why Alec's there.
Yeah, I saw that right at the very last second. I was like, he's not hitting the red here. I think he's hitting the yellow.
Yeah. A ton of work to do on this frame.
There is a lot of work.
I like him bumping out.
Looks like he's going to play a containing shot here rather than a...
Yeah, clever shot. So Jimmy Della is in some pain at the moment.
What do you think of... I know it's probably not Della's sort of what he normally would do, but, you know, knocking the yellow closer to the red, just containing it.
Well, it depends. If this red isn't on, then I would actually... The very bottom yellow at the bottom of the table, I'd actually double that up See, I wouldn't play that because now you give Alec a chance. But if you get your hard ball out, all of a sudden, at least all of your balls are on if you can dislodge that red.
Yeah, I get.
Now Alec's got a crack at doing something. He doesn't want to move the red that's closest to him if he can avoid it. He may have to if he wants to go game, but he might have a crack at the cannon, actually. Not sure what he'll have after this. Probably the ball he's about to hit.
Boys.
And he's played the quadruple cannon.
Oh, you got a fortunate result there.
James might need to play the yellow closest to him. Try to get control of that pocket. At least to kind of get some time back, yeah. Or push that bottom yellow closer to the red. Although he's in a world of pain.
He's going to pot the red. Interesting. I suppose it's not the worst shot, that's for sure, because that red in the middle of the table there too, that doesn't look like it goes easy in a lot of pockets. So he's still got quite a lot of difficult balls here, Alec. So.
Yeah. Alec could play the one near the left rail, so he plays the one to his left and basically gets both balls off the left rail. Or he can play the double. Scary. We don't know how to commentate. Help us. Alec could be 52, 53-ish. Alec has played epic. He fully deserves a B here. Like, out of everyone, he's had a really tough draw. And he just does what Alec does, and that's just win.
That's a commentary guy, kid. Get no help from me, Rothall.
I say he smacks this in with bottom right.
It's a brave shot, isn't it?
Yeah. Not sure what he's doing. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. I didn't think he'd actually be on this ball, but he's just on it. Not sure what he does next, though.
Yeah. It's a bit of rowdiness from the crowd again.
It's good atmosphere in here. As soon as he pots his top right ball, he has to go game, I feel. So wouldn't be surprised if he does something like hit the red onto the black or something and make it tricky.
Mm.
He might have heard me.
Doesn't.
Or
I think he played the triple then, and
well, he looks very determined. He must have
great result.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot shot.
Yeah.
That's clever if he went for that. Just watching the replay. He does. I've got like a delayed stream, and he didn't look upset at all. So he may have played for it. In which case, that's a bloody awesome shot.
It's a genius white ball, isn't it? Like.
But James basically one good shot. He might actually plumb on this. No worries, Mick.
He just doesn't look...
There's a reason we're here and not out there.
He just doesn't look a happy chappy at the moment, James, does he?
Yeah. So, can he cover the pocket?
He's trying. It's not going to be good enough, I don't think. Roy.
Ah, he's
I mean,
alright.
it should be fine. But
Just want to make sure you're not stuck on the side rail after this. Apart from that, you'll be alright.
even if you're on the side rail, it's not horrible.
Yeah. Look at that. Perfect-ish. He's off straight enough. He can just roll this in. Get the white to the middle of the
A
table.
little bit of left-hand side. Right-hand side. Need to blame it left and right. Should be fine.
Oof, 4-0. The dream start.
4-0 lead for Alec. It's a great start in a race for 11. Just some more things about the tournament, I suppose, while we're, in between frames. There was between, I think, 30 and 40 money matches over the two nights. The Friday night and a Saturday night. With, all levels from elite to intermediate, novices played. There was
women.
Juniors, there was women, there was doubles. There was quite a lot of different money matches throughout the tournament.
Yeah, nice.
There was also a comp on Saturday night, which Della won. 700, I think he got for that from a $20 entry, which is great going.
Best of threes.
Another couple of things that happened today. There was a junior comp.
Yep.
That was won by a local kid by the name of Dominic O'Brien.
Nice.
So
good on him.
Watch out for Dominic. And there was also a Blancs comp, which is obviously the norm at most of these sort of things, which was won by Shane Feld from Victoria. So it's nice to see Victoria win something this weekend.
It's good to see him make a return. He's been out for a while, from what I understand. Man, I played in a comp in Geelong. I played in Geelong when I was 19, so what's that, 18 years ago. And I didn't qualify. And so Velo's running the Blancs comp, and he comes out to us, gets all the players around. He goes, all right, you Blancs, we're gonna run a Calcutta player auction for the Blancs comp.
Blancs comp, okay.
People are going for $2 and $5, and I think the favourite went for about $30 or something. But yeah, good event.
There you go. Wouldn't have thought there's been too many Calcuttas in the Blancs comps over the time, but
yeah. Oh man. Just like those little things in tournaments just make them all worthwhile.
So Alex got a ball off the break taking the yellows and obviously straight into commanding position there with the yellow over the pocket with the two reds around it. So
yeah,
again, if Della's going to win his first frame, he's going to have to probably do it the hard way,
Yeah. Alex just removing his dead ball here. Sharp. I think everything else is on now. Just has to have a clean hit of this ball although it's not really needed. If he doesn't get perfect on this ball nearest to black after this, he's got other options. So he can stun up for the yellows in the middle of a table. So he's got choices. If he gets rid of it here, he just needs to be careful that he needs to play this well to come off 2 without hitting one of the reds on the side rail to get out for his next ball. So he may elect to play the yellows higher up the table first, and then he can play the ball nearest the black last. Hey Lee, long time no see. Got Paddy Hood with me as well, man.
He a little bit of angle here, but it should be okay just to drop it in.
Yeah, it's a couple of chalk stains in the middle of a table. Probably wants to run near there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone into the red. That's a clever shot.
It's a confident. That's a sign of a confident man right there.
Absolutely. Now, does this black go in the corner, or does he have to go into it now?
I don't think it goes.
You don't think it goes?
No. He might be smacking this.
Go into the red again.
Yeah.
And should have it on the corner or the middle. Oh,
oops.
Dear.
So you could have done that, or stun into the black. Just, yeah.
Could he maybe have just dropped it in and taken the long black in the corner? Like,
yeah.
Maybe, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but...
So with this shot, I like hitting it. I like guaranteeing the hit, but hitting it hard because you've got a chance of doubling it.
I think I don't even know if he play for the... Might have to double it, I think. Yeah, it's in.
Shot.
Yeah, I don't know if he could hit
Got away with that
enough
one.
of the black to with the red where it was to actually make it clean in the middle. So
yeah, true.
I had to double it, I think. But they're always a touch fortunate because you probably don't make them that often. But we watched him clearly line it up. That's what he was playing for. So
yeah, commanding lead. James needs to go. James needs to start playing team pool, I think, and just start slowing down this match. I don't know if he can play himself out of trouble at the moment. He needs to get a couple on the board first and then reassess.
Needs to start by making a ball off the break.
Yeah.
Which he's done.
That was an angry break. So, yellows. Yellows, there's two kind of dead ones.
Yeah,
it's not nice.
The reds are really the ball here, aren't they? If you choose, but he's not on one obvious one straight away. So
he could play yellows and play the one that he's closest to full on the face and try to cover the bottom right corner.
It's a shot of a man under a lot of scoreboard pressure, I would have thought, Ross,
Yeah.
If he's 5-0 up, I don't think he misses that,
No. Alec might have one problem ball, which is the ball to the left of the spot on the table.
Yep.
I don't know if it goes.
Certainly doesn't look like it,
It might actually sneak in the middle.
Underneath the yellow,
Yeah. Just maybe. I mean, it goes in the other middle.
Yeah, that's it. And, you know, if he can sort of pick where he puts the white ball, he should really be able to pot the red sort of closest to the top left, as we can see it on the camera, and sort of sneak in there for that ball in the middle, you know?
Yeah.
Or even in the bottom right-hand corner, because it will go once he moves this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of options.
It looked like a kick. I'd be half keen to move the one remove the strawberry in the bottom left. It's difficult. You've got a lot of options here. You have to kind of ask yourself which ball you're going to use to get onto your hard ball and then work backwards.
Just nip out here a little bit, and this is
shot.
where we were talking about before, this red,
Yeah.
if you can
Dislodge it.
We've already done it. Yeah.
Wants to hit this red on the underneath.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Shot. Just needs to now think a little bit. I'd be inclined to take the one near the black now, because I think you can get position on your kind of semi-difficult ball easier if you take the one in the middle now. You kind of got better angle to pot the red near the bottom right and then run off the rail and into the yellow. It's kind of near the black spot. If you pot the one in the bottom right now, you have to then get back onto the one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure. It really depends on how you feel.
If you can sort of screw up to where the yellow ball is next to the spot there. Oh, he's changed his mind right at the last second.
Yep.
Yeah, this is nice because I think, again, he's there, I'm not, but I would take the left of the two here. Just give yourself a nice angle to come around for the black, but
yeah,
that's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. He's really, I think, got the pace of the table down. You know,
yeah,
he's landed on a dime on a couple of shots, hasn't he?
yeah. Keeping it simple as well. Nice out.
6-0.
I'm just going to commentate and just say Alec's just going to pot out and leave it at that. He's decided to rack his own balls, though. This is interesting.
Has the ref been doing it before now, has he?
I thought so. I'm not sure. I mean, Alec's break isn't huge. Sticks with his 9-ball cue, but the pack doesn't really explode. I'm going to get drilled here, though.
Well, 6-0 up, I feel like he can really let go with it. So he's... Oh, how that not go in.
Well, here's his chance.
This is the one, if James is going to, make a match of this, he's really got to take this sort of finish out, doesn't he?
Yeah. Need to leave the one... Well, any ball over the middle. And pot that railer near the red as soon as you can. It'd be nice.
Yeah. I was going to say I would have thought even the back one just to make sure of it, you know.
Yeah, all
Because,
the
I mean, even though that's the yellow's missed, look what's happened to the other yellow that he hit as well. He's knocked it
Yeah.
halfway down the rail, you know.
yeah. We'll pop the one in the right middle instead. So I had I had two weird things happen this weekend.
He tried to
I was playing Brent Hampton, and it was fourth frame, and Brent's gone in off, and I've grabbed the white ball. I've had a ball that's like in the corner of the bulk pocket, so I had ball on hand. I put the ball down
and then picked up the object.
I put the white down, going to have a look at what I'm supposed to do, and I've just like absent-mindedly put my hand to where I thought where the white ball was, and I've completely misjudged. I've slipped and like just moved the white ball about a foot, and I've almost potted the red. So yeah, that was a first time for everything. So Alec's got a slight bit of thinking to do. You can pop both balls in the middle, then the one on the bottom left.
So obviously the ball that he's looking at now, then the other middle.
Yeah.
Just make sure you've got angle to come out for the other one, or alternatively be straight and screw straight back for the other middle.
Yeah.
I think that's what he might do actually. Is just come back a little bit on this, and then pot the ball down the rail and just nip up a touch for the ball in the middle.
Yeah. The black only really goes in the left pocket, so he needs to just have a slight bit of plan here to make sure he's on the right side of the next yellow he's about to pocket.
So he's not straight, so he's going to have
He's
to...
perfect.
Yeah, he's going to have to sort of stun out to the middle. Should give himself good angle to play the yellow in the middle and screw across for the black.
Yeah.
Probably... He overhit that just a fraction, but... Is he going to be able to do what needs to be done with the white to get back on the black, do you think?
Seems to think so. Needs to hit this crisp. You got a tendency to hit these hard and jump the white into the yellow.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was always the danger with it being so close to the black.
Yeah. So what does he do here? Does he just put the black into a potable position and say, if you're good enough, James, pot out? Does he sneak off the black, put the white in the bottom rail?
I think he'll be having a go. Maybe 1, 2,
Is it
3
on?
rails into the middle.
Maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah. Close. Very close. Struth. That is an awesome shot.
I almost feel like I should get as much credit for calling it as what he did for playing it. But
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you're now what? It's now 7-0 to 1 to Patrick Hood.
Lee makes a really great point, you know, especially with the Pro Series. Alec will have beaten Justin, Woodsy and Dalla consecutively.
Debuting
which
before
is
that.
Some sort of effort, you know, like...
All right. So James, got to go Reds.
We've spoken before about how he can run racks quickly. You know, he's got to start getting some opportunities.
Yeah. He's going to... I'd like to pot the ball in the left middle right now if I can. Only because pocketing the ball he just did, it loses insurance.
He's going to play the plant and the extraction in the same shot here, is he?
You might use a red to extract
That's what I mean,
it.
yeah. Sorry.
Possibly. Struth. Hey, Tim.
That's all right.
Shot.
That's a lovely shot. So obvious, it goes without saying the main difficulty aside from the black, obviously, but is that ball on the side rail there. Does he play the red off the yellow to get position on it now? Maybe.
That's good thinking.
Yep.
That's a brilliant shot. Yeah, box seat now. You want to hit this railer with a slight amount of authority just to give his back arm a bit of a workout.
I mean, it's fairly obvious to say, but there's a lot of love in the chat for Alec right now, and
Yeah,
I love
it's a good
his shot.
He had to play that ball that way in the context of the match. Like, there's no point rolling that ball in because then you still feel just as average. Like, playing it that way gives you a little bit of
Now he should be able
rhythm.
to run through and leave himself at a nice angle to sort of stun up for the black in the corner.
Yeah, shot. Shot. Crowd's taking him on now. They want to see a final.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? It's nearly the loudest the crowd's been during the middle of an hour, and you're right. I think it's because they just want to see more pool.
Yeah, look at him. It's one for the highlight reel. Jimmy Della doing a high five, fist bump during a final.
That's
Midway through a
7-1
match.
down.
7-1 down. It's on the board. So what's your most memorable part of the tournament, Mr. Hood?
For myself personally, I guess I played day viewing in a money match on Friday night and got the chocolates 8-7. So
Oh, nice. Big scalp.
yeah, 7-all and master break in the
baby.
decider. So that was lovely.
It's a good
and
way
you
to...
know, making the last 8 of the comp for the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, was good. As far as just the overall general event itself, it was good to get up here with a couple of the other Victorian guys, Rob Bowen, myself and Jamo, and we went out for an incredible dinner last night at an Italian restaurant that Mel Crawley is related to the owners and whatnot, and it was amazing. So
Yeah, nice.
next year, if you do come to the King's Cup, there's a restaurant, Italian restaurant.
Nice.
You'll just have to ask Mel the name of it, but it is incredible.
That wasn't
food,
Via
so-
Dolce, was it?
No. It was in Queanbeyan in New South Wales, which
Yeah,
about
right.
15 minutes away, but
Shot. That's a brilliant shot.
it's a lovely shot. So yeah, definitely the highlight of the weekend, getting to spend some time with the Vic boys and
Yeah, nice.
yeah. What about yourself, Ross?
It's a good question. The chicken schnitzel I had last night was pretty good. I don't know. I played Mal McNeil in the 16, and I was 6-1 down.
Yeah, wow, okay. And you won 8-7, yeah. Yeah, it was a good win.
So that was
From there,
probably the
sure.
highlight. Yeah, had to dig really deep. Like I hadn't So I may have made two major mistakes in that match. Made one mistake and I was 6-1 down. Like the caliber was insane. I've got the goat of commentary in live chat at the moment, Jamie Stevens.
It's pretty hard to argue with Alec
cool.
being considered the GOAT at the moment, isn't it? You know, like just with everything he's done, and you know, he's pretty incredible to still be playing at the level he's playing at the age that he is, and
yeah,
he's he's definitely incredible, and not just in this format too. You know, like I know he plays a lot of 9-ball and 10-ball and that sort of stuff, and does that at just as good a level. You know.
Yeah. It's a confident shot by James.
See his arm starting to free up a little bit. And
yeah. Needs to do a slight amount of work still, but he might be able to screw straight back and have both balls in the right pocket, the right corner if he wants it. So he's got a little bit of room to overscrew. Butters is the goat of commentary. We have an online debate, ladies and gentlemen, about... Sure. See.
What's he going to do here? Will he top the white off the top rail?
He needs to top it, but he needs to hit it harder than what he thinks, because some of these rails are dead.
He's used the side to come around. Yeah, he's fractionally underhit that or overhit it, one of the two. But
I like hitting that shot just with top.
Without the side, yeah.
But you have to hit it really hard, and yeah.
As long as he makes the pot here, it should be all right, because he'll be on the black.
Yeah. This looks thick. Oh, he's good.
It's interesting, he seemed to play
it.
a little bit of side there again, where I thought maybe the natural would bring him straighter and play the black in the corner, but...
Yeah.
Lovely.
So nice out. Just noticed that James is actually moving quite a bit on his shots. On that black, his head moved a fair bit.
For those that sort of haven't followed the progress, I think Dalla, with the exception of giving me a bath in the quarters and the Travis in the semis, he actually had a really tough run through. He won his first match. I'm not sure who against 8-6, but then he beat Richard Williams 8-6, and he beat Matt Harmon 8-7.
Yeah, right.
So he's had a couple of really tough ones, you know.
Yeah,
so.
a couple of scares. Okay. Matt Connor 8-5. Ouch.
Matt Connor 8-5, was it? Yeah, local guy. But it was, I'm sure it was 5-all, 6-5, something like close, and he sort of ran away with the last couple of frames. But but yeah, a couple of tight matches early on.
Interesting. Let's see if Alec has the courage to pot this ball that's highest up on the table and run into his other hard ball.
With the yellow. He's going to take yellows instead, I think, here.
Yeah. I like playing these shots with a shortened
grip,
but you play it in a way where your backhand hits your ribs to stop the cue from moving, and I can just like punch it really, really hard. So I find I get a lot more control over those where the cue stick always stops within like a couple of inches, but you can just, you don't want to break your ribs though, obviously.
Yeah. And you know, and the yellows look pretty nice now, and I don't think if there's anyone you don't want to sort of let back into the match.
Yeah, it's this guy here,
Jimmy Dalla, you know.
Yeah, especially when he can just be 7-5 in about 10 minutes. There'll be more Struths, don't you worry. That's standard. What? How's this? How's this, Jados? So I'm playing Woodsy in the quarterfinals. Second frame in, Woodsy breaks, and about 12 balls go dead. And I look at the rack, and I'm like, I can't pot a single ball, and if I do, it's going to be like a 45-minute frame. So I've asked Woodsy for a re-rack. It was Woodsy's break. He ends up just breaking and potting out.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. But I'm not playing this frame. Well, I probably made a tactical error because any table time where Woodsy's not potting balls that's a good
Great
shot.
shot.
Is probably something in anyone else's favour, but I've just decided don't have the patience to play a tactical frame at the moment. Just going to let him break and pot out. It's an interesting shot.
I thought he might have come back a little bit more just to give himself the angle.
Yeah.
But he's going to screw straight back here by the looks of it. Yeah.
Shot. So, crowd's getting wild. James has stopped fist bumping.
From Alec, we've now got 3 on the trot from Dalla and 7-3. We are.
Game on.
So what do we got tournaments-wise coming up, Ross? We got Berry in July.
Yes.
Mid to late July.
Tassie?
Killer crossover in Tassie is around August, about 13, 14, something like that.
Yep. Johnny Walker Classic in late August, early September?
Yep.
Ish. A Pockets Challenger and...
Yeah, there's still a few Pockets challenges and whatnot to come. And
yep.
So still plenty of pool.
The Dandenong Open, I noticed. They had flyers for it around here, so that's, I think, in mid-October. And
quite a decent prize pool this year for the Dandenong Open. I know the owner, Brunsey, he's, guaranteed, I think, 15,000 and 5,000 of the winner. So
nice.
Really wanted to build that tournament up and make it a regular on the calendar. So, start planning for that one. All you interstaters get down to Melbourne or Dandenong in Melbourne, and 5,000 of the winners. Brilliant.
Absolutely.
So Alec's come up dry again here and given Jimmy a bit of a chance, but
yeah, I'm not sure if he wanted to go yellows. It's kind of an interesting situation. You either go yellow, go reds and defend, or you do something like snick the yellow he's nearest to and tie it up.
He potted a red, so I think he'll play the double now.
Yeah.
And then look to screw back off that ball, try and get up here. Missed the double. He actually missed a couple of doubles against me too.
Wouldn't be surprised if you played that just for a confidence booster.
Confidence booster, yeah.
It's kind of like a free shot to get yourself going more than anything. So it doesn't really advance the frame too much. It's a good option here.
Just going to play the plant, in or over.
Yeah, big pocket. If it goes in...
Which it hasn't. Interesting now, though, James has got the ball next to the black and looks like it's on the corner. Opens things up a little bit. He may be able to work something out here.
Maybe. I mean, he probably doesn't have anything else in terms of advancing the frame. The only thing that he had going for him with that, well, it's not a bad leave.
Yeah, it's a pretty good leave, isn't it?
So now the black's open, so probably puts Alec slightly ahead. But Alec can't pot anything. Could be James that's slightly ahead here, depending on what happens.
And what about the state trials, Roth? Are you trying out this year for SA? Has that happened yet, or is in the process?
I think state trials they're normally late July, early August, but I'm not trying out. Just got some life things to do, so
That's fair.
just
You've
basically
done
just
a lot of that before, so
yeah. I'll be back eventually. This might be another year or two.
sure.
For now, it's just a couple of tournaments. There's about 7 tournaments in a 3-month window that I'm playing in to basically see what happens. It's good.
Dalla obviously pot this ready. Will he go into the reds, do you think, or?
It's got to be careful. It's a good
I'll
shot.
tell you what, it's a pretty great result, that one.
Yeah. I'll be on this.
On the ball in the corner.
I'm going to try to make the pocket series.
Yep.
We'll see. Like, there's a qualifier at the end of June.
That's the shot.
And, yeah, reevaluate from there. Yeah, James has given himself a chance.
Does that red sneak into the corner, or will he have to play in the middle, do you think?
Well, I think the middle. He's looking. Thinks it goes. Going off 2.
Looks like he was well short of his intended target anyway. So.
Yeah.
Again, it's another shot that you feel like he's opening the arm up, trying to almost play himself into some sort of confidence, you know?
Yeah. He's a firm believer in it too.
And I think it's fair to say that that it can be sometimes just one shot that you hit that it's like, wow, that felt good, you know?
Oof.
Oh dear.
It's a massive let off. 7-4 incoming.
Couple of little mistakes from Alec. You just wonder, you know, 7-0, are you feeling good, you know?
Yeah.
Or 7-1 because he didn't get a shot in the next frame. But, you know, do you just watch out for the complacency, you know? Like,
Yeah.
if you can't put the red,
I think he should
I
pop
reckon
the
he should
red down the rail
absolutely
first.
inside the yellow. Yeah, I wouldn't have left that there, but
Jados, yes.
he'll screw into the yellow here just to hold.
Hmm.
And now play the red next to the black.
He's got to be careful because there's a slight chance of going in off.
Top to white, try and get somewhere near the middle pocket. Obviously, don't go in off, but
Play that well.
yeah.
Hey, Dave. Wouldn't be a surprise to see either player take a bathroom break after this. We have a final. It's getting intense.
Game on, I think we could say.
Get more vocal in here too. It's great.
Did you have a prediction pre-final?
Alec 11-8.
I Tem asked me, and I had Alec 11-7, so we're both still alive, I think.
Close. I think just from past the past results, Alex had to be mentally tougher to win his matches.
Yep.
James has had some yips here and there. He had a very tough match against Matt Harmon at the start of the day, but he's had a couple of yips during his quarters and semis. And look at these, any of these balls.
Wow.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
Another case of I think you just nominated before the ball's even stopped. But
yeah.
Reds look lovely.
Yeah. Just got to figure out what order he wants to pop the triangle of balls in.
I think you could work top to bottom and feel pretty comfortable about it.
Yeah.
Get straight on the ball in the middle here. Straight enough.
Ugh.
You can always change your mind here.
Yeah, it's like no man's land of everything, but just roll this in.
It's okay, just drop this in.
Yeah.
Again, play the top ball next. Just nip back. Not even an inch.
Yeah.
Just give yourself a little bit of angle on the last one to get back for the black, you know? Yep, perfect.
So textbook. It's going to be a 1 minute 12.
There's your quickest frame of the final.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we were talking about at the start of the match, Ross, about, you know, when he gets on a roll, he can just rattle frames off really quickly. And
yeah, and people
look like doing that early on, and then, you know, as soon as he's won a couple.
Absolutely. Both players might be, so James is a small break. People are only going to need the edge of their seat from this point onwards. I think it's going to be a cracker. All right, we're back. Alec would really like to get a decent layout here. Goes without saying, but And that's not ideal.
No ball again, dry. It's not ideal to come up dry at any time, but the balls don't look overly friendly, inviting.
Nah, and either set has problems. I'd almost prefer yellows because just easier starter.
It's one of those ones almost, though, sometimes you don't want to overcommit early, get rid of some of your balls and open it up for them, you know?
Yeah.
He's taking the tough red on here.
I understand why he's taking this, though. But just hasn't played himself into form. Like, if he's in form, he nails that.
Yep.
I feel like if Alec was in that same situation, he would take yellows.
To control the table.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much in the way of control in this, but he'll just guarantee himself on a set, whereas now Alec's got options. It's not an easy out. Needs to get onto probably to the left railer as early as possible. The right railer really only links with the black, so if you can get onto the left railer now, got the red in the middle, then you...
I don't hate playing the one on the left rail over, you know, if...
In or over?
In or over, you know, like, it's... You don't have to commit to going to the out, do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it's not easy and...
Yeah.
He's going to take the one next to the yellow now. I think he can screw it across for that ball on the rail.
Yeah, he's off straight. I might have to screw back a foot here and play the railer maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what he was...
Okay, yep.
Yeah. That's what I meant,
That's
yeah.
Great shot. I didn't realise he could go that way with the white. I didn't look too hard, admittedly.
The black is very tight on that yellow. I assume that it would go, but...
Would you be surprised if you bagged up here?
Sorry, say again?
Would you be surprised if you bagged up?
Yeah.
You would, yep.
He's going here. I think you're leaving it for last, aren't you, off the ball on the rail?
Yeah.
I think.
He's got no choice now. Unless he gets on a double, but... Yeah. I think you'd just roll this through, make sure you've got good queuing on the one up the top, and just get angle on your last ball if it goes in. Great.
Angle's crucial, I think. You know.
Sharp. Now we can play this and pretty much land near where those chalk marks are on the bulk.
Yeah.
Have a free shot. He might be able to play with a ton of top and come down further, but makes a pot missable.
He looks like he might be going around.
He's winding up.
2 rails to the side rail.
Nah, top, I reckon.
He's changed his mind. Yep.
Sharp.
He looked like the way he was winding up, he might have been sort of bottom left off 2 rails, but he decided maybe at the last second to just take the pot, take your medicine and make this, you win the frame. So, but it's not easy. That's missed. That one was really tough, considering the circumstances of the match too. You were 7-0 up at 7-5 now. The other guys coming hard at you,
Absolutely.
You're desperate to get that next frame on the board, and it's tough shot. So.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Morfitt.
What do you think, what do you think Dalla does here? Do you think his goal is to sort of get down the table and play the snooker?
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Just
know,
a matter of when.
promote the gallo and get the snooker in the same shot. Right
Yeah.
now, I think, yeah.
You want to be slightly careful. Just checking if he can just roll up and play it like an easier controlled snooker.
Yeah.
If you can't guarantee it, he may try to do something more with the white, but
Sort of screw back into the yellow.
yeah, I like
and
just bumping
sit
it
on
up.
the yellow. I like bumping it too. Like, I think
Yeah, that's fine.
you want the pressure on, don't you? You know, like if Alec doesn't make this, you want... He's going to have that ball in the middle. Even if he hits the red and it doesn't go in, he should have the ball in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to agree with the Jada. So I would say he's nearly favourite now.
Yeah.
You know, if you were running a book.
How's this for a shot? With the yellow in bulk, hit it full in the face and double it onto the yellow near the black and send one of those balls towards the red.
I just think the red is far enough out from the pocket that
Okay,
even if you put even if you put a yellow on it, it's... so he's going to play the safety here. He's screwing back to try and sit on the yellow, I think.
Oof, I reckon he tried to do that.
Yeah, I think he wanted the white back another inch to sit on that yellow so they didn't have an obvious shot straight up. But
Yeah.
for James here, what are you doing? Are you just knocking this out and wasting a shot, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
oh, what a great shot! And you wonder if Alec even saw that maybe was on, because, you know, if that was on, I don't think he played the shot the way he did, you know.
Yeah. That was a silent Struth, by the way. I was too speechless to say it.
Did you? Baby just started crying and a spectator yelled out, "Shut up." It's a bit harsh.
Shot.
It's a great shot.
Ooh. Got a match, ladies and gents. Got to negotiate
I was
the yellow near
thinking,
the black.
maybe even playing the one in the top corner, give yourself the angle to come around, but...
Ugh.
Ew.
Whoops.
Ouch.
Play this off the black. And just stun the white ball.
Yeah.
But hopefully the black doesn't go in.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, you could play it almost straight into the black.
Yeah.
So that you know the black's not going in, rather than playing it off the black, just waste a shot. Play it into the black. You leave yourself on that ball in the centre. You might be on the ball in the centre now. Oh, he is. That makes things different.
Shot. I like my shot better because I'm stubborn.
Just play the double here, in or over. He's certainly trying to make it.
It's interesting.
Where
it's landed, it's a bit yucky. Should be
really
okay.
I think even, you know, when you're playing that double there, it's a small mistake, but like leaving the white right hard up on that rail, when you could have left it pretty much anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you can almost play that same shot but stun it.
Yeah. And at least the white's off the rail. You've got so many more options now. You know. Interesting. He's playing this ball first.
It's gone off the rail. Oh, you're so lucky. Oof. Watch out for the draw. He's playing bottom right.
No, he's just playing straight right.
Shot.
It's fair to say he got quite lucky there with
Yeah.
the with the leave, but
Gonna get a small fist bump here. Bottom.
yeah.
Shot. Look at that. Small
Little
fist bump.
punch to the table there too. He's just
He's going to prove our predictions wrong.
it's just even though he's winning, obviously he's won these, and he has run a couple of racks. It still doesn't seem super easy for him. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's still a battle, which is promising that you know it's still a battle and you're still winning. You know, like, but
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the start Alec had. All right. See if his break's a bit more controlled this time. Oof, almost. These balls are sitting pretty. Black is not.
yeah,
It's got a problem.
I think the reds are the balls, aren't they? Yeah, it's just there's one. He's
Ah, I
looking at the
see,
angle
yep.
now, yeah.
Pot the top left red. Pot the red below that. Run into the difficult red,
Mm-hmm.
which is also on the left side of the table. And then reevaluate.
Yeah, so he just nip back a little bit here, give himself the angle. He's under hit that, I think.
I think he's just okay.
Just okay, you think?
I wouldn't want to be playing it.
And it takes away the control aspect of it too, you know, having to hit it so fine.
Yeah, you might have to take the bottom right and then probably swing off two. If he wants to, he could pot the one on the bottom right and then
Have a
drift
go at
over.
extracting it.
We'll just drift over to the left side of the table.
Yeah.
I was going to say like play that, but more control. We actually leave, like deliberately leave the white where it is now and just pot it in the corner.
He's looking at the triple plan here.
Oof, jeez. Does he like his gardening?
Brave boy.
Yeah.
If that's what he's doing.
Oof. He doesn't really have much of a different choice. Like he could back double the red maybe.
I thought maybe play the red near the middle, leave the white over the... He's had a go at it.
Yep. Just left him on. Alec needs composure. He's had to...
Do you think that yellow goes in the middle?
Gonna say no. Does go?
I still didn't get a really great look at it, but I think it does.
We're about to find out. But he has to play it with speed.
He certainly looked at it just then like it did. Hmm.
It's not bad.
Interesting. You think he'll play the rail ball now?
Yeah, I actually like how he's played this because he's made sure that to leave his like ball that's covering one
Yeah.
of James's to last.
If you can get sort of straight on the ball in the middle, run through,
Yeah.
leave yourself the angle to sort of come around 2 rails.
Oh, it's brave, man.
Mm.
It's got
He's not
pretty
a-
much. I think he's good.
Different angle. He's going to have to sort of screw out now.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You might be
not
right.
screw, but sort of stun
Yeah.
across. Yeah,
Or punch
past
it.
the red.
Ooh, he's got it. Does he?
He doesn't like it.
Nah.
See, he played that high into the pocket. If he had played it at the lower jaw. Yeah, he doesn't like it at all.
Yeah, and the problem is now we can't even just like bump it over the corner because he leads James immediately on
Yeah.
if he wants.
And it's one of those ones that if it's really close, maybe you could just dribble it and with a bit of side and pot it, but what's the white doing? It's not like that.
It's a good shot. And he's on the black.
He's on the
Wow.
black, yeah, he's giving himself a
Yeah.
shot.
Well played.
You play that with a lot of side for the, uneducated that doesn't maybe know that shot was a hell of a lot harder than what it looked.
Yeah. Do we get a fist pump here if he pots it? Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Alec,
And stared him out too.
he stared him out. Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
not bad. Jimmy Della says. That's Alec. There's a bit of banter going down there. That's what Alec does to get himself a little relaxed. He
And
does a little bit of it.
obviously you guys being at home, you didn't get to, experience that. But
Oh,
when
man.
before he hit the ball, you could hear a pin drop. It went silent in here.
Oh,
It's
man.
incredible with this many people in the room. But he's given the big come on and just giving him the stare down right after it too.
But it was like because it's not a Nationals, it wasn't a come on as if you're screaming at him. It's like a come on as if you're, I don't know, like you're falling off a cliff. Come on. But still like enough to, there was certainly enthusiasm in it.
I certainly hope the audience at home heard that through the microphones. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
it's
dry
draw
again.
break.
Oh dear.
Oh, what do you do? There's a couple of dead balls. Prefer probably yellows. I think you can play the red onto the yellow. Maybe play with top to then play the plant to the left corner.
He's going to play the reds and then play the red inside the yellow.
Ooh. That's probably a bit cleverer. This doesn't
He'd
look
still
easy.
be having a bit of PTSD from the ball
Yeah.
like this he missed before in the middle. But
This actually isn't easy because you have to actually play this full into the yellow and dead weight. The yellow may kill the red when it moves down. It's a good shot.
so yeah, he's played it a bit more controlled, softer than the last one.
Yeah. Then
Still-
the nightmarish yellow you're talking about from
yeah.
game 3-ish.
Still bit of work. The red next to the yellow sort of on the right hand side of the table.
Yep, the middle of
looks
those
like
three.
it looks like it goes, but the one.
You might be right, actually. I've just stood up to have
The
a look.
one just above the black spot might be a little difficult. Potentially that goes too in the
Yeah.
middle, but
That one looks more on. Be curious to see what he does. Well, it's probably clear what he's going to do. It's dead straight on it too.
screw back for the ball in the middle.
Yep. There's double.
He'll move the yellow now, won't he? And he'll be on the ball. On the ball in the corner if he wanted to, but
yeah, he's actually playing the red in the left middle. I didn't realise he could do that.
yeah, definitely. It's just whether he plays the double next or whether he.
I think he'll have to.
Yeah.
Can the white can then just run around?
Yeah. So he doesn't necessarily have to play the double. He can play the other ball, but he's on it nice now.
Yep.
You know. So. And with the white here, because you've got to obviously do something, are you just sort of screwing up the rail and playing it in the left corner, or are you coming around two rails and giving yourself angle to try and play it in the right corner?
I think you have to play the shot that guarantees the red, which is more of like a punch top.
Yeah, and playing the harder, I suppose, last red. Yep.
Well,
He's put that well.
that's very well played, yeah. I didn't think he could play that like a punchy shot
Yeah.
and be on that side.
What do you think now, really picking the gap between kicking a goal,
Yeah.
playing the black in the top corner? Or the bottom corner, I suppose.
If I can play with top right and get over to the left side of the table, I would. But otherwise, just top and guarantee a shot.
It looks... I think he's got too much angle to do that, yeah. That's the shot, isn't it?
Shot. All right. Do we see a come on after this?
If
I'm
he
going to
makes
say
this
yes.
black, it's a beautiful out, really, isn't it, you know? He's made it.
Shot. Oh, he's digging deep.
Just a bit of a cue bump, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah, he's digging
Nothing
deep.
verbal. I
Good
think
on him.
Just trying to, really concentrate and eke out these last few frames.
Yeah. The tide certainly shifted into James's favour. All right. Break the balls up. White goes off. 3 rails. 1, 2, 1. All right.
Oh,
My prediction was wrong. And that is a
interesting.
lovely break. Ugh. So if you picture a break like this, but all those 10 balls were like clustered around the middle of the jaw, and nothing was near a pocket, it was like the break that Woodsy did on me, and I asked for a re-rack. I actually think James might be able to play, yellows.
Three, 6. That's open table still.
Oof. Oh, Alex got a big chance here. Smack the ball into the middle. I think the ball in bulk goes past the red. Just. You may need to play it first, just to guarantee that he's got a shot on. two yellows there that also look like they might plant, but it's not really a huge benefit because you want to kind of smack the ball in the middle and then dislodge everything.
So he's got the yellows now.
Maybe. I don't think the white... Yeah. This is okay. Smack this in with authority.
Screw back, give yourself the angle to kiss some balls out, maybe.
Yeah, he shanked that.
Oh, well. Certainly a different looking Alec from what we saw about half an hour ago, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even just the way he hit that ball.
Yeah. I think James will pocket the yellow ball with the red down here. It's just making sure he's not leaving anything easy.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to leave him on that ball in the middle, so you've got to make sure that that's...
Well, he's just making sure that there's no easy shot to dislodge all of the yellows and go game. So he's probably going to try to find a different way to pocket that ball, and it's a shot by James.
So he plays the plant now, obviously. Is he trying to make it, do you think?
Yeah. I think he's trying to go game. Because he's Jimmy Dello. Oh.
No, he's sort of half played a safety, I think.
Yeah, true.
I think he would have wanted the red fractionally further down, but
yeah,
he had to make sure that with the white he was leaving nothing as well.
See, Alec won't be just trying to do a dolly up shot. He'll be trying to think of a way to get more control over the game. If he can smack the yellow, he's lining up now into the red, into the rail. That'll do it. That's what he's tried to do, and he's actually played it reasonably well.
By not potting that ball earlier, Roth, he's really in a pickle here, I think, James. You know?
Yeah. Yep. So James has basically just said, if you're good enough, get them. There's two yellows near each other. They may they may be lined up to glance off one of those other yellows and go in. Well, if it was, Alec would have played it first, so... Shot.
So here
James said shot.
The bottom of the two, and I think sort of stunning up to give yourself angle to make the kiss, do you think? Or
depends, this plant might be on.
Oh, okay, I didn't even consider that. That's a fair point.
It might, yeah, I think the plant goes, it might glance off
off the yellow.
Yeah. Got to have some balls to play it though.
That's sort of what I meant at first. He gives himself the chance to kiss the balls, you know.
How do you play this?
I tell you, you could nearly go into the red.
Yeah.
I mean, it's touchy, but like you go into the red, play the top one in the middle.
You go into the red, but kind of hit the red half ball, and then you kind of dislodge the yellows in the process.
Well, I'm saying even just dribble into the red and leave yourself on the ball in the middle.
Okay.
I mean?
Yep.
But I think this is fair enough too. But there's not a lot of control over it. Oh, he said what you said there and gone into red and
He's got himself a chance, I think. Struth.
oh, tell me that's on.
Oh my God.
That one made me choke on air. That one.
Oh my God. That is brutal. He's got about a quarter of this ball. And by quarter, I mean half, and he's sweet.
Could not have hit that any better with rate.
I could have not commentated that any worse. Is there another come on after this? Do we get 2 in a row? He's settled. Food's digested. We've got a match. All right, 9-7. Get your score predictions in.
Well, he's come up dry his last couple of breaks, so
Yeah.
he'll be keen to get a ball here and keep control of the table.
And if you probably didn't notice, he's actually breaking from the middle of the table now.
I was just about to say he's gone to a different spot.
Oof.
Oh. And still hasn't got one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that 9-ball cue.
Yeah, I experimented with it many years ago for a bit, and I just felt less control.
Yeah.
Felt like I had less control with the bigger tip.
Feels like you're trying to hammer a nail into a board with this, like an anvil,
Yeah,
and you.
that's it. Yeah.
Big shot from Della. Might be a
bit
little
stiff.
unfortunate. Still on balls, but it's got some work to do. Might be able to pop the ball in the middle and just drop on to the yellow near the black. Then kind of do something to deal with this hard ball. The hard ball might slide into the middle. Ooh, 11 10s, 11 9s.
Hit close on that. I think it's stopping the feed come through. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Glenn. Got Patrick Hood with me in the commentary. He's tearing it up.
Fellow quarter finalist. Me and Ross. Not quite all the way, but
With finalist commentators.
yeah.
Belts. Oof.
That's the first sort of containing safety we've seen in quite a while.
Yeah.
Didn't quite go exactly how we would have planned.
Yeah, and James can... I like to just run into these and leave Alec Chinese so he could just open up the
Should
pocket.
take the pocket and... Yeah. Jeez.
So Alec's in a world of pain now. Like he almost has to go game now. It's just as to how he wants to. I understand why he'd want to play this. If he gets it,
in the
he
top
goes
corner,
game.
yeah. I had that thought straight away, and he's going right at the top.
That's
Made it too.
a beautiful shot. Not sure if he's missing the yellow when he pots the red.
I think those ones, they're obviously, regardless, it's a tough shot, but it becomes easier when the two balls are close together.
Yeah.
And tough to... Oh, no, he's probably playing it thin enough that he will avoid.
Yeah, he might overcut though.
Yeah, overcut it a long way. Really, obviously, worried about going into those yellows.
So this is all going to hinge on whether James can get onto his ball on the rail well enough to get onto the black, because that'll be his last ball. James would ideally want to leave one of these railers until one of these balls he's about to pot till last. Preferably the one to the left. But now he probably has to take the bottom one now.
Yeah, you really don't want to leave that ball up in balk till last, do you?
Nah.
And have to get position on the black and make the pot as well.
Yeah, he's probably forced to now.
I think the devil on his shoulder saying, do I play the ball in the middle next to black now and leave that there as insurance for the ball, up in balk?
Yeah.
But he's saying that.
Saying, yeah, nah, I'm just going to land on the wrong side of the ball. I think he's all right.
So I think...
Stuns it.
I think he'll have the angle.
Ooh,
I think
top.
he's got no choice now but to go down to the balk,
Yeah.
play the balk ball and navigate back to the middle of the table. I think it's too much angle. Yeah. He doesn't want to be straight on this. Yeah. I don't know about this one. Just doesn't go in the left middle, so it only goes in the right.
Yeah,
Doesn't go in the right corner or the left corner, I don't think.
Yeah,
So he's really going to have to punch this.
well, he might just screw this back to as
Give
far to
himself
the
a
left
shot.
pocket as possible and cut in the middle.
Yeah.
So either that or smash this.
I think
smash this.
Yeah, I think he'll be punching it.
Ooh, smashy.
Punching with a bit of left-hand side. Oi.
All right. How's the courage of Alec? He needs to find a way to get on to his railer ball as comfortably as possible.
So I think if he's playing the ball that he's closest to straight away, screw him back, leaving himself angled to run through and play the ball nearly on the balk line, and run through and play the ball in the middle.
Yeah.
I think is how I see it. But we'll see what he comes up with for sure.
I think he's got to make sure he pots this ball, as silly as it sounds.
With the rake as well, yeah.
Yeah. Too much goes through your head.
Outside jaw.
Never in doubt.
So he'll be running through. He doesn't want to touch the yellow. Just miss the yellow on the way past and leave himself that ball in.
Oh, top.
Yep. Just missed the yellow. Or clip it,
Ah, I
that's fine.
see.
Yep.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Didn't think this went.
Just a little nip back for the one in the middle.
Yeah, he's got to... Might have to give this a little bit.
Yeah, you can't afford to just dribble it because you'll have to play the ball over up here. I think he's fine just to hit it in the middle and nip back a little bit. He's only got to come back half an inch. Oh. I feel like he changed his mind right at the last second there.
Yeah.
He was going to screw back and didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So he may have to take the corner ball now. Unless he's still on the ball in the middle.
I say, well, you could take the corner ball on the overscrew.
That's fine. Must have been relatively close because he played it with a bit of pace just to make sure that he didn't hit the yellow on the way past. But
Ooh. Shot.
And 7.
How do you play this, Pat?
I think just top one rail, you playing it in the centre where his hand is.
Yep.
Two rails,
Sharp.
same centre.
It's probably the most confident way you can play that.
Yeah, because you're hitting it with a bit of pace and whatever.
Sharp. Ladies and gents, someone's reached the hill. We're going to get some technology on this stream, just to move our scores over. All right, his back's against the wall. What does he do?
Big break. Thumbs all right in the middle.
It's a big goal.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ah, he's all right. Look at the 57 balls past the bulk line. It's on a yellow. All the yellows are on. 30 seconds.
Love to make a really quick out here to put the pressure straight back onto Alex. You know.
Any tricky ball is the one in the middle of the table. He's probably going to play the... I don't know. That's all right. It doesn't...
Play the ball up the top.
Not a fan of the cannon.
top rail. Come back here. Oh no, screw back. Oh no. I'm trying to watch where he's lining up the ball and
He's got to be very careful here.
balk line-ish. Oh, he's over here. He's going to have to make a shot here now.
Yeah, he's almost fortunate that he's left himself a shot on one of these two balls.
Which one are you taking off? I think the one straight into the corner.
Yeah.
Running through. No, he's going to screw back and make me look like an idiot.
He's alright, he'll screw back. What I was saying before is I feel like if he got onto the one in bulk, he was still going to have a fair bit of work to do.
Bit awkward now because if he runs through here, he's going into the red, and
I think he screws back.
you think he'll screw back to sort of the balk line?
Yeah. If he can avoid the reds going in and out.
It's a much smaller target area there, though.
Yeah, I guess.
And he's a little bit of hampered queuing. He's going to have to just drop this in.
Yeah. Sure. You can now screw off one and come out, I reckon.
Yeah, just to miss the red.
Well, he may just give himself a shot.
Can you
Might just
drop it in
Yeah.
and hit the red like on the left side, half ball, and leave yourself the wrong angle. Oh, sorry, leave yourself the long putt.
Yeah.
Nah, screw him back.
I want to snatch at this.
And he's no good. Oh dear.
All right, Efren Reyes time. I'll be looking at trying to hit the side rail with a ton of bottom.
Just past the jaw, isn't it? The natural
Yeah.
angle, I think. Just not far past the jaw.
I was always going to miss.
Had to hit that harder so that it straightened.
Yeah.
That could be his last shot, ladies and gents.
Yeah, Alec's got some work to do. He might be on one of his hard balls right now. He could play this in the middle off the red.
I'm feeling pretty smug having caught 11-7 at the start of the game here too, just quietly, but
Jamo with the special comments. Yeah, shout outs to the sponsors, by the way. Also the ones up at the top of the room as well. We've got a few going around. Shout outs to Kenny Nickel with the
streaming.
all the gear.
Pull stats been huge all weekend
Pull
as
stat,
well.
yes.
With the draws and the scoring, all the money matches and everything, you all use pull stats, so you would keep a track of who was doing what, you know.
Yeah. Staff members, chefs.
Oh, hello.
Sort of get one of his hard balls out, you know.
It's actually, as much as you know, he's missed the pot. It's a fantastic little extraction there.
Yeah, he'll have to. He needs to identify an exact spot for the white ball. If he can pot this ball, yeah, he's going to eye up this ball now.
Yeah,
This is
pot
clever.
this and just, you know, back in almost the same spot.
Yeah.
Maybe a fraction further. Give
This
yourself
is a
that
major
look
that Iceman has not won yet
for long.
for about a minute 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fun fact, Jamo, I believe, has actually flown home during the middle of this final. He's seen the start of it, got on a plane, got back to Victoria and has managed to see the end of it. So
Commentator semis and then leaves. Good guy, huh? Golf 2 here?
yeah, I think so. Nah.
That's why we're sitting
Yeah.
in commentary.
Just once again, if you need any more proof.
If you need coaching, just hit us up, you know.
Drift up nice for the middle of the table.
Yeah, big come on from Alec. Look at that glove, a wristwatch. Ooh. Oops.
Fraction harder than what he would have liked, but I'm backing him to get this on him.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Not that I get much for that.
Got him. Good, yes. That's it, ladies and gents. Alex, our winner. Patrick's the genius of score predictions. Congratulations to James. Catch you guys later.
Can you just bear with us for about 5 minutes? I'll just get a couple of things ready and I'll get straight on to the presentation night.
Matt's got a schedule of stuff. I like it. Who's wrong?
Where'd you say you want to be? Where? Here. Sorry, Maddie, on that side or whereabouts? Yeah.
Nice reference.
I hit it clean too. I thought I was going to go off in the other corner. I hit that good. Come on, mate. You don't want to win like that.
Yes, I do. Of course I do. If I have to do it like that, I'll take it.
Come on, Jim.
Winning's winning, mate.
Like a cute thing here. I thought it was going to be nice.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, nice. That's cool. That's good. He loves it. Yeah, and I had to. I couldn't drink any more beer, mate. I was roasted. She's sobering up. I'm sobering up, Ian, believe it or not. Sad. Never know.
I've just won the Rothall Prize.
No, Rob, no, you.
Can we shift the table or not really?
Either use it move the table or just the tripod.
To the table, go on.
Oh yeah, it's within the whole table. Yeah, lift these up.
I'll probably just over here, mate.
You just tell me where you want it.
Just over that way, something, mate. I'll see here something.
Yeah, you just tell me. How far back?
Okay guys, I'm going to kick off the presentation. I'll try to keep it as short and sweet as I can, but I have got a fair few people to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsors for this year's event, which most of the sponsors are businesses that have been involved for many years. But I'm going to run through the major sponsors and then all the other sponsors that have supported the event. Now, this year, nearly half the money generated for the prize pool has come from sponsorship. So to get up to $21,000 in prize money, our highest yet, we can't do without the sponsors. So I'd really like to put our hands together for those guys, those businesses. So a big thanks to ACT Optical, which is Suraj. Suraj actually played in the King's Cup. He's been the naming rights sponsor since the inception of the tournament, and it's the first time he's ever played in it this year, so it was great to see him here at the event. So thanks to Suraj for his support and sponsorship every year. The Harmony German Club, the venue, I think everyone would agree the venue is absolutely brilliant. So to Paul Berger and all the staff of the German Club, absolutely fantastic. On cue to Mongrel for setting up all the additional tables and recently reclothing all the 6 tables upstairs. Yeah, thanks for your efforts and your sponsorship for the event as well. So I don't think Mongrel's here. And a new sponsor on board this year, Plaques.com, Pat Wadsworth. She's a major sponsor this year, and she's actually, her business has produced this beautiful honour board to really capture the history of this event, which is very special to many of us. So thanks, Pat. And another sponsor that's here that's helped out a lot, Unique Electrical, Shane Smith. Shane's, he sponsors the Junior Cup each year, but he's also chucked in extra money for the Encouragement Awards. So thanks, Shane. Thanks for your support, mate. Cheers. So I'll just run through the other sponsors that have helped out to boost up the prize pool, which is Sunday Soccer League, Diamond Brickwork, Handyman Pro, Knuckles, Sorrel Locksmiths, which have produced the lovely trophies on the table, Team Lish, Freedom, Best to Western Garden City next door, and Canberra Jewellery Repair. Thanks to all those sponsors. I think Leanne's here. I'd like to thank Leanne as well at Knuckles, because they've been absolutely smashed this weekend, I've heard. So thank you for keeping us all fed. So a few people that have helped me over the weekend to take the pressure off myself. A big thanks to Fred Johnson, who's been here all weekend. It makes a massive difference when I can just sit down and watch and play myself. It's quite helpful to have someone here to help out with the administration of things. So thanks to Fred, and thanks to Teresa Skipper, who also helped out a lot over the weekend. Thank you very much, Teresa. Lissy and Trent, they ran the junior comp for me today, so thanks very much to you guys. I don't know if, I think Trent's still here. So thanks for helping out with that. Kenny at CueballTV, thanks for the awesome stream, mate, and thanks for being here all weekend. There it is. Yeah, it's a big effort, mate, and it takes a lot of time, and you've got a couple of hours to pack up, which it's not a fun feat, mate. Sorry to remind you of that. Nearly through my thanks. I've got to thank Kathy, my wife, I guess, because to run something like this, it takes a lot of time, and most people that know me, I'm a very busy person as it is, and over the last 2 weeks, over the last couple of weeks, I've been at home, so thanks for Kathy to putting up with me not being there and keeping the house running, and putting up with my sometimes a little bit crankiness, getting through things. So I think I'll move on to the awards. So I'm going to run through the awards for the best performance in each category. Then I'm going to go through the Calcutta and then into the King's Cup, and then the Blancs, and then we'll do the lucky. There's a couple of draws we've got to do, and then the lucky door prize. We know a few is keen for that. So moving on to the juniors. So first in the juniors today, which I don't think's here, was Dominic O'Brien. I don't think Dominic's here. Congratulations, Dominic. And second was Chevelle Ellis, which I don't believe is here either. Oh, she is? Oh. And just so everyone's aware, only the Calcutta and the Lucky Door Prize is going to be paid, or part of the Calcutta and the Lucky Door Prize will be paid out in cash. The rest will be transferred. But anyway, thanks, Chevelle. Congratulations. So I'll hit everyone up for their bank details tomorrow and make the transfers. So into the King's Cup, the best lady, which I believe she is here, Mayana Aspinall. Well done, Mayana. Congratulations. Well played. Sorry? Oh, yeah. So the best lady award wins $400, so well done. Best Novice Award, which also gets $400, was Dylan Barber. I don't think Dylan's here. Dylan, I believe, works out of the basement, but well done to Dylan. And Best Intermediate, which I think's here, was Mal McNeil. Well done, Mal. So we've got some encouragement awards, which is going to be 6 of them, which is a $50 amount, which will draw out anyone that didn't qualify on Saturday, which we'll do that in a minute with that number machine, the same as we did on the Calcutta on Friday night. And we'll also draw the Lucky Door prize and Kathleen Kiley's raffle at the same time with that. So I'll do that towards the end. So I'll move on to the Calcutta prizes, which I've got for first and second. I've got here in cash somewhere. Sorry, before I do that, I'll read out the Blancs. Congratulations to Shane Fell, who won the Blancs. Shane, can you have a lead? I've got cash for the Blancs.
Sorry.
Do you want to share, Shane?
Thanks, mate.
And runner-up was Glenn O'Connell, which I think Glenn's still here, is he? There he is. Third and fourth in the Blancs was Phil Morton. Phil's here. And fourth was Mick Norton, who's not here. Yes, and thank you for umpiring the final, Phil. Good job. So moving to the Calcutta, the 2 people that had Alec as first was Adrian Courtfred and Paul Berger. Well done, guys. And second, who had Della, was Max Ryan and Richard Worms. Well done, Maxie. And which I've got the prize money, but Kenny Kiss and Paul Berger had 3rd place, and Matt Palco and Paul Berger had 4th place. So Paul's had a good weekend. But well done. Well, Paul and Mongrel, because I think they had a bit of a syndicate going. I'll give you that 200 in a minute.
Is that what you from taxation here?
Yes.
That's all in one.
All right, moving on to the King's Cup main winners. Now I'd like to invite Josh King, if he's still around, to come out and present the trophies. So a great performance this weekend to our runner-up. Didn't quite get there in the end, but a huge performance, Ella. Congratulations, James Delahunty.
First off, I just want to say thanks to Maddie and all you guys up there. I know there's a lot of people doing a lot of things. I'm not sure exactly what everyone does. But thank you all for putting this thing on. And to Mongrel for the tables. I know Maddie, with this comp just puts in a huge effort. And like 2 weeks out from the tournament, there's stuff going up on Facebook the whole time. Any question you've got, it's already answered. You just check on Facebook and he's already kind of answered it. So he makes it really easy for the players. And happy to accommodate when we have a whinge about something, during the tournament. He sort of puts up with it and, says yes most of the time. So thanks, Matty. Huge effort. Appreciate it. And this comp is, equal best comp in the country now. So financially, so it's huge. And I think more of the players should come to it. I don't know why they don't, but just keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure it'll just get bigger. What else? Alec, you played huge, played awesome. Beaten Sage and then Woods and then me to get there, so you've done it the hard way. Just played awesome in the final. I didn't get going. Maybe I could have put a bit more pressure on early on, but he just didn't do much wrong. I can't really complain that much. I feel like I played pretty well. I fought hard. When I put the pressure on him at the end, he pulled out the big stuff again, so I got no complaints. I had a good tournament. I had a great match with Matty in the quarters, and then, played pretty solid, so no complaints from me. Had a good weekend, and what was the other thing I wanted to say? Yes, that was it. Just in case my wife and kids are still watching, I love you. Thanks for watching. Sorry I couldn't quite get there, but it's nice to know you guys are watching at home. That's it. Well done, nice man. Cheers.
Thanks, Alec. Kind words, mate. So moving on to our winner, who's had an absolutely brilliant tournament and played fantastic all weekend, a true champion, Alec Evreniadis.
Hi. Look, everyone said all the thank yous, and there can't be enough of them. Maddie, thank you very much. You've done a fantastic job. And again, you can give a round of applause. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone upstairs here that helped. The tables, Ian Wilford, thank you as well. It's just, it's fantastic to win a tournament like this. And if that's what it takes to win a tournament, I don't think I want to play anymore. To beat, I didn't get a good draw anywhere. to draw them three guys, I just work on one frame at a time and see what comes on the next shot, and it's all you can do. You're playing some of the best players in the country, let alone possibly this game in the world. And to get away with a win. I feel so happy, and also, congratulations to all the other winners. Shane come along and won the Blancs comp, and the juniors and the ladies. Congratulations. Spreads the love with all the money. Thank you to the club, and the food was lovely, and the service, and Paul, and going to get more Captain Morgan. I nearly had a heart attack when you said there was no Captain Morgan left. I'd like to thank my wife, who's at home watching. She came along last year and I let her down. I lost in the semis to Justin. I lost in the semis to Justin in Darwin. I lost in the semis to Justin in Adelaide. So it was nice to get him back. I was just happy I wasn't playing him in the semis, because he probably would have got me. So obviously, James and I and James's father, Mick, we've all grown up together in our businesses. And James is just a fantastic player, very hard to beat, as we all know. And it's always good fun. It's a challenge, and I know I've played well, because to beat him, you've got to play well. Thank you very much, James. It was great. I enjoyed it. And that's it. Thank you for everyone that's got to get home safe, and we'll see you next year. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks, Alec. And thanks, Josh, for presenting the trophies and being here this year, mate. It's great to see you. So just a couple more things. But before I get on to the encouragement awards and drawing them out, and Kathy and Kohler's raffle and the Lucky Door prizes, I just want to point out and thank all the players that have come this year. We've had our biggest numbers this year, and I'd particularly like to thank the novice and intermediate players that actually make up about 90% of the field at these type of tournaments. So it's not without you, these guys aren't going to be winning that much cash. So thank you everyone for participating. So we might draw these few things out, and then we'll wrap things up. So we'll draw out the encouragement awards first. All right, so we're going to draw out six names, and these people will receive $50 each. So number 13 is Ben Spark. Well done, Ben. Number 16 is Drago Perkovic. Drago's here. $50. So I'll transfer your cash. I haven't got him on me, Drago. 56 is, where do we go? Marlon Bars, he's not here I don't think, but what on Marlon? 26 is Corey Power, who's not here. It's 4, is it? 28 is Kevin Fay, who's not here, and one more. Redraw. And 25. Ashley Reinheimer. Ashley's not here, but Ashley was a junior, so well done, Ashley. I'll get you back details.
Redraw.
So we're going to draw the raffle now, and then the lucky door prize, and then we're done. Oh no, this is the left. So we don't need that, we'll need that for the lucky door, otherwise we'll need numbers.
Right in the middle.
Get that young fella to draw it out.
Where's that bottom Jack Hamilton there, Colby?
There is, mate, there is.
Thank you, Matt. And a lot of people have thanked me for my efforts over the weekend, but I've done jack shit. Matt's done everything, honestly. And a few other people, so it's been easy for me.
You've both done very well.
The royal we.
Thank you to everybody for supporting Kylie and I as well for our trip to France with the Blackball Australian team coming up in October. So we've run these couple of prizes. So I did a sweep, so I just wanted to quickly congratulate the winners of the sweep. And the lucky winner who drew Alec in the sweep, has been cheering him hard all afternoon, is Jay Harmon. $500 Golden Card cash for you. And Alec, best friend forever. And the lucky guy, it wasn't Drago, would you believe? The lucky person that won, that drew Della was Paul Berger. Oh, hang on, and Mongrel. You've got to share it with Mongrel. Thanks heaps. So Kylie's going to get some special person to draw the raffle.
Get Alec to do it. You've got to put your pants on.
Checking out my ass.
I've been checking out his ass on that.
So winner of the basket of goodies.
See any of the game. I was just checking out his ass on the The winner is...
And the winner is Ronnie Farmer.
Congratulations, Ronnie. Thanks again, everybody.
All right, we'll draw out the lucky door prizes, and we'll finish up. So I can get Paul's assistant. So you can't win this twice, so if your number comes up twice, we'll redraw. Or there's a fair few people on this list that are left, so we'll just redraw if one of them come out. So shoot for the first $250.
Yes.
16.
Drago.
He's not here. Jack Crawley. Well, luck, Jack. How again? 61.
Oh, the last one.
Belinda. I haven't got a surname, but is there a Belinda here? Well done, Belinda. $250. And the next one. Oh, a low one. 7. Oh, Matt Harmon. It's not rigged, it's written on here.
Good win, good win. Done this week.
All right, we're all finished, guys. I hope everyone travels home safe that's got to travel interstate. I hope to see you next year because the King's Cup will be bigger and better next year, and I hope to see you here all again. So thanks, guys. Travel safe.